Welcome back to Apex Infobot. Today, we're going to talk about a pretty cool event overall. It is the Fight or Fright mode that's currently going on between now and I believe till November 5th. And I have to say, you know, I didn't know what to expect with this mode, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. So I guess what we're going to do here is we're going to throw out a couple tips, and then I'm going to give you my review of what I feel about the event. And then if you're curious what I feel about the store, that's in another video. As far as the event itself, now you need to understand it's solos, right? But just like the previous solo mode, you're going to have people teaming up when they shouldn't be teaming up. That's going to happen. So my advice to you would be to play it smart. If you see more than one legend running around together before it is time to hit that top 10 to where you're allowed to come together, either knowingly take those people out or just avoid them. Let the shadows get them. In all honesty, man, let the shadows get them. There's no reason that you should let these people teaming up ruin the experience for you. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie, man. I tried to team up with my buddies a couple times because that's freaking fun. That's the only thing that really kind of upset me is how it's just solos. You know, I wish there was like a duos or something. It'd be a great time to introduce it, but I understand because, you know, the logistics of it with the pieces of the team and everything like that. But you still could have done it. Tips, some things I learned. First off, whenever you open a supply bin, be careful. There could be a zombie in there, or there could be a spider in there. I've never in my life gotten scared so far at an Apex game, but I did last night because I wasn't expecting a zombie to pop out. Like, you're sitting here, you know, you're looking around, you're listening for the shadows, and, you know, you're just kind of trying to look out, and then all of a sudden, boom! You open a supply bin and there's a friggin' zombie or a spider. That was scary. I got scared, but I loved it. And it was funny because I let out an audible cry.
Oh, God. I wasn't expecting a jump scare.
And then I was like, I looked around, you know, thinking the shadows might have heard me because apparently I'm playing the Division. So, first off, finding cover, right? So wherever you drop, there's no shadows. It's just you and, you know, 30 plus legends out there. Whenever a legend dies, they become a shadow. Whenever, and then you move on. You know, you loot their box and then you GTFO. And sometimes I've learned that some items actually pop out when you kill somebody. I killed an Octane one time and got a gold shield, but he wasn't wearing a gold shield. So I was like, all right, cool. So there's little pieces that, you know, help you survive. Now, as a legend, if you have gray armor or less, you're dead. That's just how it is. If a shadow, man, they do around 150 plus damage, and they'll kill you in 2 hits. Now, it's real simple, honestly, to kill a shadow. Stay in open space. Stay somewhere where you can hide out, you know, but stay in open space. Because as soon as you get in those tight corridors, in my opinion, the shadow then has the advantage. I know it makes sense to hide in a building and wait for everyone to die off until you get to top 10 to where you can come together. But in all honesty, stay somewhere where you're A, you have the height advantage, and B, you have the space advantage. Because a shadow that's running at you 30 meters away, nothing. You can handle that guy. But whenever you put yourself in a situation to where they're just a few feet from you, like if you're holding down a door or something like that, which sounds like a good idea, because, you know, oh, somebody comes in, all right, I'll just take out the shadow. And I tried that, and it worked for a minute. But here's the thing. You kill the shadow, boom, the shadow respawns right back. And he knows where he died, because there's this nice little indicator where he died. So the shadow knows where he died, and every time you kill a legend, a little skull with wings pops up on the screen. Lets you know a legend died. A white skull. Okay, so that tells everyone, hey, we got a new legend. New legend is about to become a shadow. We got this. And then, but whenever you kill a shadow, a red skull appears. So, and that's a bright indicator for every other shadow that, hey, there is a living legend around that area. Now, if they're 500 meters away or whatever, okay, they're probably not going to find you. But if they're just 100 or 200 meters away, they're probably going to find you because it's Kings Canyon, baby, and we all know Kings Canyon. By the way, quick side note, you know what, I'll get that in the review. Everybody knows where you are, and especially if they see, you're going to see these shadows, they're going to start teaming up. Right? There was a moment where I had, like, before the top 10, where there was like 3 shadows coming into my building. Like, I'd kill one, and then I'm like, all right, cool. And then that guy would come back because he wants you dead now because you've killed him several times. And then here comes another shadow to help him out because he sees that people are dying over here and we know somebody's in this building. And what happens? They all rush the building. You can kill 1, you can kill 2, but killing 3 in close quarters, that's hard to do. Because again, even if you have purple shields, right, you get hit twice, you're done. There's no way about it. Like, maybe if you're Gibraltar or Caustic, you know, you might survive. But otherwise, if you're going to hunker down, I'd say make sure you get a defensive character, right? Make sure you run with Watson or you run with Caustic. But honestly, your best bets when it comes to Legends are just about the same as solo. So Mirage is a good one because you can decoy and disappear and get out of there. Pathfinder is a good one because you can zippity zap zoop and get out of there. You can also set a zip line to the actual dropship whenever it lands. Then you have Wraith isn't a bad one. Octane is a good one because you can get away. Basically, you want somebody who has an escape. If you pick any other legend, you know, like if you pick Lifeline, if you pick honestly, anybody. Like so the loot pool is about the same as it was in solos. So it's not hard to find a shield, a better shield, or a good weapon like it currently is in the meta. So it's not a bad idea. And there's ultimate accelerants everywhere. So it's not a bad idea to skip some of those legends. Although, you know, it may, you know, your main may tug at you. But I'd say go with somebody who has an escape and somebody that can get away. Crypto would be absolutely useless in this mode. A few other legends would be useless. But the defensive legends, if you want to hunker down somewhere, okay. That's not bad. But you need to understand something as a legend. It doesn't matter what your skin looks like. Okay? Like, you can have whatever color skin you want. The shadows see you basically how Bloodhound sees. Right? You're this big red figure. Doesn't matter what you're wearing. You're not going to be able to hide. And that's why it's important to kind of keep some space open so you see these shadows coming at you. It's not just like a surprise. Now, as a shadow, you've got 30 health, man. That's it. So a couple well-placed shots, and you're done. There's no real indicator. You can't ping. Nobody can ping. Even when you team up, nobody can ping. So there's very little communication. And that can be exciting and terrifying at the same time. Because whenever you get in that top 10, you know, you'll be running and you see people getting shot at, or I'm sorry, you see shadows chasing these people, and you want to be like, man, look out behind you. And all you can really do is shoot to kind of alert them, and then they turn around, they're like, oh, okay, and then they move on. Shadows respawn real quick. When you get to that top 10 and that dropship comes, man, the shadows just hoard the dropship. And honestly, that's the way to win. As the shadows, like your point is to kill all the legends and then get to the shadows. Now, if you bring grenades, one of the best escapes I saw was you know, the legends. They kind of, you group up obviously, and it's a whole lot harder to take them down. But same thing with the shadows. When the shadows group up, it's a whole lot harder to take them down. And I seen them like set a zip line to the supply ship and just threw like a bunch of thermite grenades, and you know, they escaped. Because you can't run through the fire because you have 30 health. And that wasn't a bad move. You just have to get those, and you have to plan your escape. You can't just go in there by yourself expecting that you're going to escape. Because, again, when the shadows see those little red skulls pop up and seeing people dying, seeing their little shadow fellas dying, they know that there is a living legend over there. And I promise you, boo-boo, they are going to come for you. I promise you. And, man, as a shadow, you move a little bit faster, but you can't run straight at somebody. You can't. When you run straight at somebody, they pop you twice, and you're dead. And then you're flying back into the sky. And now whenever you're in the sky, it does show there's a nice little red indicator where you died. And it's there for a couple of seconds, so you can possibly fly over there to, you know, try and exact your revenge. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. You don't have to worry about filling anybody's kill count, because only the legends, when you kill a legend as a legend, that's the only thing that goes towards your kills. Your actual kills. Now, I mean, you do have a little kill tracker within the event and everything like that, but not like your actual stats. You can kill like 10 shadows and have killed 1 legend, and you're only getting 1 kill added to your stat page. But it is super awesome. Really, all I can say as a shadow man is try and team up. Obviously, go with the popular areas. Pay attention to your map. Pay attention when a shadow dies. See how far you are from that person to see if you can go get them. Because at that point, your whole focus is to kill all the legends. And don't feel bad, you know, if you get killed and you become a shadow. Just get in there and start killing everybody. It's pretty awesome. Also, for the love of God, whenever you make it to top 10, okay, if you're like me, you're going to want to save people, right? Whenever you're running together, these are your buddies now, and if somebody goes down, you want to save them. I understand that. Leave them. Run, bro. Run. I die every time when I'm in top 10 because I go to save somebody else. Let them die. This is just like zombies, okay? This is just like a zombie horde. They're gonna go for the weak guy. So if he's down, you trying to pick a brother up, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna want to. I wanted to. I did. I tried. Was never successful. I always died. I died trying to save somebody else. Don't be that guy. Try and survive. Yeah, you know, shoot them off of them, sure. But don't go for the res. Don't do it. Now, as far as the review aspect of it, I guess we'll go into that right here, but we'll hit a different video, I guess, because this one's getting kind of long. As always, if you could, like and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the Apex news and info. Thanks for watching.